Welcome back to Dark Cinema Recaps. Today we're going to be taking a look at 2006's See No Evil. And See No Evil, which sees WWE wrestler Kane take on the role of Jason Jacob Goodnight. Really? That's his name? Jeffrey Struggle Snuggle was available. Alright, that kind of sets the tone for the rest of the film. Officer Frank Williams and his partner Blaine investigate an abandoned house where they find a young woman with her eyes ripped out. After seeing this film, she's not the victim. A large figure with an axe then murders Blaine and Frank has his arm chopped off before he is able to shoot the attacker in the head, because that's not fail. Afterwards, detective finds 7 bodies in the house, all of which have been forced to watch have their eyes ripped out. 4 years later, Frank and his partner Hannah take a group of delinquents, Christine, Kira, Michael, Tyson, Zoe, Melissa, Richie and Russell, to clean up the abandoned Blackwater Hotel in order to turn it into a homeless shelter, as explained by the owner Margaret. That night, while Michael, Zoe, Russell and Melissa go upstairs to the penthouse, Tyson and Richie decide to look for the previous owner's safe and find what appears to be the body of a recently deceased man. Richie panics and runs off, only to be dragged into an elevator with a hook by Jacob. When Margaret mentions that the elevator is being used, Hannah goes to check on the group, but is killed in the elevator. Christine tries to help Kira escape the hotel, but Jacob attacks Kira with his hook and drags her into the dumbwaiter. Christine and Frank go upstairs to find the others and run into Tyson, who tells them what happened to Richie. Frank realizes that it must be Jacob and is pulled into the ceiling by the hook and killed. If you are starting to lose track of who's who, don't really worry about it, they're just meatbags. Kira is held hostage by Jacob because of her religious tattoos and is kept captive in a cage where she witnesses Richie having his eyes torn out. Melissa and Russell go off into a room on their own, but are chased by Jacob. Russell tries to lower Melissa out of the window, but he is killed by Jacob. Then, Jacob drops Melissa out of the window. Now, this is by far the best scene in the entire film, and I'm all fucking for it. She survives the fall, but then she is killed by a pack of stray dogs. Jacob then attacks Michael and Zoe. Zoe nearly escapes from Jacob, but a mobile phone rings, alerting Jacob to her location. He subsequently kills her by forcing the phone down her throat. Michael finds Christine and Tyson as they try to rescue Kira, but they are attacked again by Jacob, who knocks out Michael while the other two escape up the elevator shaft. The pair find Kira, but are interrupted by Jacob before they can release her. Tyson creates a distraction, but he is electrocuted with his own taser and crushed with the bank vaults. Margaret, then shows up and reveals herself as Jacob's mother, Pamela Voorhees vibes, who lured Frank back to the hotel to get revenge on him for shooting her son. She explains the prisoners are merely a bonus. Margaret attempts to shoot Kira, but Jacob intervenes and throws her head first into a nail on the wall. Like a big one as well, looks like it really hurt. Michael reappears to help the girls battle Jacob. The trio is eventually able to stab him through the eye with a pipe and throw him out the window, where his heart is impaled by a shard of glass, apparently killing him. Until a sequel 8 years later.